Have you ever realized that some people don't actually see you? They just see what you can do for them? Gabe had spent years being the guy everyone could count on. Need a shift covered? Call Gabe. Need a ride? Gabe's got you. Need help moving? Gabe won't say no. But when Gabe needed something, silence. Then came the night that changed everything, his birthday. Not a text, not a mention, not even a free coffee from the diner where he worked. That's when he decided things were going to change. Gabe wasn't the loudest guy in Crescent Hollow, but everyone knew him. He had worked at Betty's Diner for 5 years, long enough to see staff come and go, long enough to always be the one left picking up the slack. Chef Danny forgot to order supplies. Gabe would run to the store. Waitress Kelsey's car broke down. Gabe would give her a ride. Manager Rick needed someone to close last minute. Gabe had it covered. And every single time he said yes. Not because he had to, not even because he wanted to, but because that's what people expected. Until he started noticing something. Whenever he asked for help, people suddenly got real busy. Oh man, I totally spaced out on that, sorry. Or, I wish I could, but I got my own stuff going on. Or, they'd just act like they didn't hear him. The next morning, Gabe walked into Betty's Diner with a clipboard. He placed it right on the counter next to the register. At the top, in bold, clear letters, it read, "The Favor Bank." And underneath, 1, every favor you ask goes on record. 2, every favor must be repaid. At first, people laughed. Okay, what is this? Kelsey smirked. Gabe flipped open a page, an experiment. Then came the real test. Gabe, can you grab me a coffee? Kelsey asked, just like always. He picked up his pen. Sure, but it's going on the list. Next time, you owe me one. She blinked. Wait, seriously? Yes, seriously. For the first time, she got her own coffee. And that was just the beginning. People started thinking twice before asking Gabe for something. Danny still needed a store run, but when he saw Gabe write it down, he added, "Hey man, I got your lunch today." Rick, the manager, actually stayed late for once. You've been covering a lot. Figured I'd return the favor. Kelsey? She stopped asking for coffee. Instead, she started bringing one for Gabe. One by one, people started treating him differently, not as their safety net, but as someone who deserved respect. And then, something even stranger happened. One night, as Gabe was locking up, he heard a voice behind him. Hey! He turned to see Danny standing there awkwardly. You, want to grab a beer? Gabe raised an eyebrow. You need something? Danny shook his head. Nah, just figured it was about time I got to know the guy who's been helping me out for years. For the first time, someone wasn't calling him because they needed something. For the first time, he felt seen. That night, the favor bank closed for good because he didn't need it anymore. Ever felt like people only notice you when they need something? What if you started keeping score? Would it change the way people treat you? Share your thoughts in the comments. Together, let's move from doubt to power, one story at a time.